my tribe, and welcome to this new Pro Tips video episode in which I want to share with you some tips regarding the cold weather dress code. So winter is here also in Europe, cold weather, we change our clothes. For example, now in this episode I will use one of my jackets only to give you some ideas of the tactics, of the methods that I'm using to reduce the risk of having a malfunction or failed deployment when we talk about a real life or death situation. So the idea is that being good with your knife, being good with your fire weapon, or with your weapon in general, is not resuming only to the training. It's very important to understand that there are many factors that can influence your ability of having a good response in a critical life or death situation. And the dress code is one of them. If in your training gym, your training place, all the time you are training in a shirt, deploying your blade, being fast, learning all your drills, and suddenly you are going outside and it's a cold weather and you have many layers of clothes and also a winter big jacket, then all the things that you were doing will not be efficient anymore because you didn't train in that particular conditions. So today I will give you some tips regarding the dress code for a cold weather environment. First, I want to present to you one of the often dress codes that I am using in my daily activities. So basically it will be my winter jacket. This is a winter jacket, a Carinthia winter jacket, a very good jacket design for operators, for cold environments, very until minus 20 degrees is going this jacket, very comfortable. It's not in this video that I'm talking about the clothes, but I want to make you understand how I'm setting my layers in such a way that I can be able also to access and deploy my blade or fire weapon fast. So this jacket, because it's a good jacket that is maintaining me comfortable also at the very low temperatures, doesn't require so many other layers. So basically I can wear only this jacket and a t-shirt, and for me in winter until minus 10 degrees it will be very good with a shirt and this jacket. For this setup I have the jacket and I have a hoodie and a shirt under. Now, very important to understand, there are existing two possibilities, and here in this video I am talking about my favorite way of carrying, being in the appendix position method. I have now for this video demonstration, I have the Disciple knife trainer in an appendix position concealed carry method. Now, very important, two ways of carrying or how I'm carrying when it's cold outside. If it will not be very cold, if it's not a storm, I don't know, snowstorm with powerful wind, very cold, I will let, if I am in this particular setup, I will let my jacket open. So my jacket, it will be open, I have the hoodie and the blade. So if I am in this particular setup, nothing is changing. So basically it's like this jacket is not existing here, because if I need to deploy, it will be the same thing. I can use whatever method I'm using for deploying, going with one hand, deploying it, or only with one hand if I want to take it outside, two hands, deploying my blade, opposite, only one hand, and so on. All the techniques that I was showing you until now, I can apply it very fast here because this jacket is not existing, is not an obstacle in front of the knife. So if it's not a cold weather, very simple, I will carry in this way, simple to deploy, and to take my weapon outside. Now, if it's very cold and I need to close my jacket, now things are changing. So if I must do this, I will never let the hoodie in this position and then come with the jacket and closing it. And I will also explain to you why. So I'm closing now the jacket. The jacket, as you see, this is the reason why I am sharing with you principles. You don't have the same clothes like me. You must test your clothes. You must test to see how you can deploy it if it's close your jacket. I'm giving you only recommendations and tips so you can find maybe better clothes, or you can find maybe better methods to deploy your blade if you are in a cold environment and you are having a big jacket. So I will never close this and let also the hoodie like this. One, very hard, even if I'm catching, and let's say that the jacket is permitting me and I'm letting also myself a little bit on the back, from the stress, maybe I'm catching only the jacket and now I have also the hoodie that is covering. So I have two obstacles. Yeah, of course I can catch the both together, but maybe the clothes, the underclothes, the hoodie or the sweater what you have under, maybe it's more shorter and you will not be able to catch the both. Maybe it's difference between them and you will not be able to liberate the both layers and to free the space of the knife. So this is a no. So if now I will show you, after I will show you why I prefer this type of jackets. One of the way of doing it, when I have, let's say, a normal jacket, that it will not be like this. You will see that this has something in plus that is permitting me to be very fast. It will be that if I am closing the first jacket, the jacket, it will be like this. So the blade will never be covered also by the hoodie or the sweater or whatever I have. The next layer after the jacket, it will be between the knife and my body. Now, don't let it only like this, because you will move, maybe you will run, maybe you will make other things, and it will be covered without you to know, and when you need to deploy it, again it's covered. So if you are making this, and you know that is for sure, put at least the front part of that sweater or hoodie, put it in the pants. Yeah, even if you don't put all, at least apart from it, put it in your pants. So it's very important. I put this in the pants and now the knife is free. I have only one layer. If I'm closing now the jacket, I have only one layer. So if I need to deploy my blade, I don't have, I reduce the risk of liberating only the jacket and now being another layer like the hoodie under. So I'm here, I'm taking my blade, I have only one layer. Now what I'm liking at this type of jacket is the idea that is not very long. Imagine if it was a very long jacket, I cannot make this movement, it will be impossible. So all the time it's important also to choose your clothes, to understand if you are carrying in an appendix position method. You need to adapt your clothes for that particular position. What I like more this type of jacket, and not only this model, you find many, but to find with double zipper. So one I can close it, but also I can open it from down. So if I am in a situation in which maybe I am identifying that something can go wrong, I can open the jacket until here. You are not seeing my blade, yeah? But very easy, I can deploy my blade from this position because I must make only this movement. If you remember when I'm teaching you to deploy the blade with one hand, I take the cloth going in diagonal until my hand is reaching to the knife and I deploy the blade outside. Now, based on the same concept, here nothing is changing. So my knife is free in this position. I have the jacket is closed. I'm opening because I want to be ready. I'm identifying different type of, I don't know, signs. Maybe it's an ambush, maybe it's not an ambush, but I want to be ready. I am opening my jacket until here, and it's the same movement. I need only to put the hand inside, going lateral until the knife, take my blade outside and use it. Yeah. If I have a handgun, it's the same idea. So if I have the fire weapon, if I need to deploy it exactly in this position without opening the zipper, it's not that it will not go, but it's a more complex and difficult movement because the winter jacket in general are not so large. Yeah? They are coming around, and especially if you are passing your butt, it's very, very hard to make this movement. This is the reason also why all the time when I wear this type of jackets, I am putting more up, and then I have this particular elastics on the side, this model for example. So my jacket is standing here. If it's passing my ass, it can block, and it will not permit me to deploy like in this position my handgun. There are little details that can make a big difference. Now, at this jacket, I will open if I'm seeing something a little bit more like, yeah, the zipper, and if I need to deploy my handgun, I am only moving lateral and I can access my handgun. Again, if I am wearing the handgun, if I'm carrying it up in this position, again, I don't let the layer covering the handgun, a hoodie or a sweater, I will put it inside, at least at this side, so when I need, all it's free and I can take my handgun from that particular position. So again, two methods. I'm using two methods, these two methods for the cold environment. If it's not very cold, I will not close my jacket and I will have the hoodie covering the blade. It will be exactly like all the time I am training, because I have only one layer that I must take it from there. Yeah? Even if I want to take it with one hand or with two hands, only one. Then if it's very cold, I'm standing outside, it's very cold, and I need also to have access, then I need to have only the jacket like a layer between, an obstacle between me, my hand and the blade, because I need also to conceal it. Yeah. So I will not let the hoodie, again, I was telling you earlier why. I will insert the front side of the sweater or hoodie inside the pants, so I will have the knife free in this position. Then I will close the jacket. If I have a jacket like this, I will not let it more down than the butt. If I need to deploy now, it's blocked here. So I will raise it up, close from this side elastics that many jackets are having. And these are also some tips that if you want to purchase a new jacket, not this type of jacket, but to look for this, to have this in the lateral, to be able to arrange it exactly where you want, to not be very long. Yeah. So now in this position, I can deploy my blade also using the same method. And because this jacket or the jacket that you will want to look for, it will have double zippers, I can also prepare. So I'm in this position, and when I'm needing the blade, it's here. Yeah. Or if I need a fire weapon, the same type of method, the same tactic. So these are the two methods that I am using for the cold environment. I'm not changing the position in which I'm carrying my knife. The blade is remaining all the time in the appendix position, only that I'm using these two methods. And also very important to train using your clothes and using your different layers and the dress code that is very similar with what you use in your daily activities. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. Stay safe and train hard.